All right, Dirty Cones. I'm back with what I believe is Amn Schnozberry, and he's still on team, and some guys had some questions, so Amn Schnozberry has been gracious enough to answer our questions. So say hi.
Hi.
But you gotta move closer. All right, so what week are you at? What's going on?
I'm a setback from the previous class. This class I'm with now is starting 6th week, so they just completed 5th week.
Right.
Of Indoc, so just getting ready for another week.
5th week, 5 weeks down, 5 weeks to go?
Well, 4 weeks to go.
I like adding that extra week.
Yeah, sometimes feels like it.
All right, that extra week is going to the chamber. It's not really that hard. All right, so 4 weeks. We'll give him 4 weeks. Look at that. Thinking positive.
Exactly.
Look at that. He's teaching you right now. Don't look at it as like 5 weeks. Look at it as 4 weeks. I like it. So questions are like, what time are you going to bed? What kind of food are you eating? Like, how's your day? How's your day?
Okay. How's my day?
What time do you wake up?
Usually the chow hall opens at 4:30, so the team tries to get there right around 4:30. So I generally get up around 3:45, 4 o'clock. Get ready to stuff ready. We currently have the logs, so that kind of complicates our situation, increases time with travel. But we go to breakfast earlier, around 4:30 to 5. Eat there. I eat pretty light. Some people eat heavier. It's really kind of personal preference. Some people can eat lots and lots of food. Other people don't need to eat lots and lots of food.
Right.
So I found I don't need to eat lots of food. I go through the day just fine without eating tons. So
right.
I moderately sized meals. But that's just me personally. Other people eat tons, so it's kind of a personal preference thing. So eating.
And just so you know, Amn Schnozberry is not a large. He's tall, but he's thin, so he's not like he's doing all right.
So that's generally how I eat. So I don't eat too much for breakfast or lunch for that matter. So then after that, we show up at schoolhouse. 7 o'clock. We have to be there by 7 o'clock, so we show up around 6:30 to make sure we get all the team gear set up and whatnot. After we show up there, we do 4 events every day, and we go to do 3 events before lunch, and then we do 1 event after lunch. Generally, it's WaterCon,
right.
But it's not always they can spot that.
Right.
So
especially on a Friday.
Yeah, especially on Fridays they did that. Did that to us recently. Let's see. Lunch opens up around 10:45. We usually get from like 11:30 to 1 as a lunch break total.
Right.
So we have to go from the pool. We generally go to the pool, do events, non-pool events before, and then we go to the pool to close out the day. So we'll do, like a run or functional fitness, strength type training in the morning. Then we'll do generally a fin, and then lunch, and then WaterCon. But when we go to the pool or whatever, generally we'll do the fin. We'll go to lunch, around again, like I said, 11:30 to 1. Come back to WaterCon. After that, WaterCon it depends on the week of training you're in, depends on what the instructors want. WaterCon can vary as far as times go. Sometimes you're generally trying to get back around 3:30, 3:30ish, generally get back to the schoolhouse. And then it depends on what the instructors have, for the rest of the day. Sometimes you'll have a class afterwards, otherwise, sometimes they'll release you pretty soon after that. Other days, they want to talk to you about something, or want to, if people are struggling with something, they'll do some instructional, stuff for maybe calisthenics or whatever at the end of the day.
Right. Yeah, what a rude. So you get home 4:30, 5 o'clock. Go to dinner.
I go to dinner around 6 o'clock. You can go anywhere from like 4:30 to 7. I generally like to get, 5:30 to 7. So I generally go around 6.
Are you eating a lot at
I eat more at dinner than I do during the day,
yeah.
just to try and make sure I've got the energy to go through the next day.
I got that. So you get home from dinner, you put your gear away, and then you go to sleep.
Pretty much. When the day ends, they release us. Hopefully you don't have the logs. If you have the logs, again, you'll have less time back. But when you get back to your room, you put your rucksack down and take all your wet gear out. Get that drying. From all your socks. You have to go in the laundry. Change out your socks. I just try and get everything set for the. I just pull everything out, start letting it dry before I go to dinner. Then I go to dinner. When I get back from dinner, I generally repack my ruck. As much as I can, I'll still leave some of them wet. Like the points out here doesn't always dry out before the next day.
Yeah, blow it up.
Yeah,
hang it.
Blow it up. You dry it out as best you can. But also I have to pack it up the next morning. So I'll sit all my gear out, and I'll sometimes call my family or whatever if I have time. If we have homework assignments that night, then I have to do that during that time as well. Accountability, we have to report to accountability at 8 o'clock. Most days of the week, so you can't always just go straight to bed.
Right.
So a lot of times I'll stay up and get any extra work I have done. If we have to clean the floor, sometimes.
Team gear, take care of stuff.
Yeah, we have to take. There's a lot of different stuff. And we try to rotate responsibilities or whatever responsibilities I have that day inside the team.
Right.
I have to take care of those, and then after that, it's pretty much. I ice my legs. If my muscles are hurting.
Right.
Roll out, stretch.
Roll out. Yeah.
And then as soon as 8 o'clock hits, accountability, you go back and pass out.
We didn't have accountability, so like by 7:30, we were all racked out in sleep. So those are the good days.
Yeah.
Got anything you want to add, or maybe we can when you graduate, we can have a little hey.
Yeah. So there's no reason why I shouldn't. So
Exactly. Yeah, you were doing good. Just for him, there's a little critique. His underwaters may be the most beautiful things I've ever seen. It was like Picasso in artwork. I was very impressed with his underwaters. So I think you're doing good. You keep up the good work.
Yeah.
You'll be good. You got anything you want to say before we leave, like words of wisdom or?
I think just keeping a good attitude, staying focused is just the biggest thing. You can always kind of choose what you focus on. If you choose to focus on negative things, there's plenty of that here.
Right.
That'll break you. But if you choose to focus on, there are good things here. There's definitely benefit. It's definitely good training. So if you choose to focus on that, controlling your focus, I think, is probably the best thing you can do.
He who controls his breath controls his life.
Exactly.
Yeah, awesome. Well, thank you very much.
So